Hello, Math 100B and Math 101 teachers. Stefan O'Shaughnessy here. I wanted to create this video to assist you in setting up your tests in the Akindi and TARS system. So let's get started. Here I am in my Canvas classroom. I need to get Akindi up and running. Notice that I don't have Akindi here in my classroom right now. If this is your very first time running this course, you're going to need to go down to Settings. You're then going to click on Navigation. And you're going to find Akindi from down here, and you're going to want to drag it up into your class. Notice here's Launch Akindi. I'm going to go ahead and drag it up. You can put it anywhere in your class that you want. I'm going to put it up by grades. Now that you have your Launch Akindi there, you'll want to push Save at the bottom. And then now Launch Akindi's here. And so I'll go ahead and do that. I'm going to go ahead and set up my tests for this first Chapter R week to kind of show you what I'm doing. I've been working with Seth and Austin in the testing center, and this is how they say it'll work best for us. So notice I've clicked on the Akindi link, and it's taken me to my classroom for sections 1 and 4. The very first time you do this, you'll want to make sure to change the name over here. Notice that I've already changed the name to Math 100B 1 and 4 because it's sections 1 and 4, and I'm Brother O. You can change the name by clicking on Course Actions and pressing the Edit Course button. Make sure to change your name, because if not, all of these are going to say just 100B, and you might not know what section or who the teacher is. So I'm going to say rename, and there it is. Next thing you'll want to do is make sure to collaborate with the Math Supervisor desk. That way the supervisor at the Math Study Center can help your students review their test scores and questions missed. You can do this by pushing the Collaborate button and making sure to add on Math Supervisor Desk at gmail.com. It should show up for you. Just push Invite. I've already done this. You'll see it up here, and make sure that that name appears. You'll push the Invite and then the Done button. Good. So we've renamed the course and we've collaborated with Math Supervisor Desk. Let's go ahead and get the tests into this course. Now we've created 2 courses here that we've already shared with all the teachers, so you can see, so you can have all the tests. So I'm going to click right here on Master 100B. All of the tests are here. Notice that Chapter R is right here. And what I'm going to do is create 3 of these. I'm going to need to put this into my course. So I'm going to go ahead and duplicate it from the master. I'm going to call it Chapter R test. And I'm going to call it attempt number 1. You'll want to click here and make sure that you copy it into the right course. I'm copying it into my sections 1 and 4 course. I'm going to push duplicate, and Akindi will automatically now switch me to my section 1 and 4 course. See, here I am, and here's attempt number 1. I'm going to want 3 attempts because I allow my students to retake up to 3 times. So I'm going to, from here, duplicate again. Chapter R test, attempt number 2. Okay, duplicate it, and now you're going to see attempt number 2 show up here. And I'm going to do it one more time. Duplicate, attempt number 3. Duplicate. I now have Chapter R test in my course 3 times. That's what I want. 3 attempts in Akindi. Now Akindi already has the answer keys already uploaded, so you don't have to do anything with the answer keys or filling in bubble sheets. Perfect. Now we need to set up this test at the testing center. To do that, you're going to go to TARS. Now I just always Google it. I could Google BYUI TARS. This might be something that you'll probably want to save as a favorite, but you can also go to their testing center and you'll see TARS right here. TARS stands for Testing Assessment Records System. I'm going to go ahead and click here because this is how I schedule my test. Make sure you're logged in. You might have to log in. I'm going to open up an exam. I'm going to create the exam. And I'm going to select Math 100B. Now in TARS, we're going to create 3 exams. We're going to create Chapter R Form A, Form B, and Form C, but we got to do 3 separate TARS so the testing center can give our students up to 3 tests, their first take and 2 retakes. The exam type will be a bubble sheet. That way they know we're using Akindi, and you can shred answer sheets and tests. I'm going to select my sections. I'm doing this for sections 1 and 4. If all your classes are cross-listed, you can just push it for all classes if you want. But each of my sections, 17 and 26, are running different times, different dates, and things like that. I'm going to open this test for next Tuesday because that's when it's going to open for my students. And I'm going to have it open for 2 weeks until the 11th. Perfect. You'll want to type in your phone number and your email address. Make sure to select exam aids to allow a non-graphing calculator. And then you're going to have to upload the PDF. So this is Form A, so I'm going to make sure to upload the Form A PDF. You can find our tests under the ASC drive. If you need more directions on how to find that, just let me know. I'm going to click on the Form A for the Chapter R test, and then you can push Create Exam. Now we'll need to do this 3 more times, both for Form B and Form C. To do this, you could actually redo it, create a brand new one, or copy the one you just did. I find that it's a little faster if I copy the one I just did. So I'm going to search my course, Math 100B, and I'm going to scroll down to upcoming exams and go all the way to the bottom. Here's the one I just created. Notice it's Math 100B, sections 1-4, Form A. I want to copy this and now make it Form B. So I'm going to highlight this button here and press the copy button. Everything will be uploaded just like you just did. I'm going to change it to Form B. These will all be the same. You will need to re-enter the test dates again. Mine is from the 1st to the 11th. And this is nice because my contact information is already there. Same with the non-graphing calculator. The one downside is it still has the Form A PDF. So I'm going to remove that PDF and then choose a new file, this time uploading Form B. Review test, Form B. And then I'm going to go ahead and create the exam. Perfect. Got to do it one more time. I'm going to come back down here, copy that test again. This time call it Form C. Ooh, Form X would be fun. Okay, Form C, Extreme. Same dates. I'm opening it from the 1st to the 11th. I'm going to remove the PDF and this time upload Form C. And that's it. Push Create Exam. You can go back to make sure that all 3 are loaded and check the dates right here. Yep, I'm doing Form A, Form B, Form C, and we're good to go. The last thing that you'll need to do when you're all ready to go for this test is to go back to Akindi and just make sure that you printed the bubble sheets. So I'm going to go back to Akindi really quick, back to my attempt 1, attempt 2, attempt 3. Probably should have done this already with the Akindi part. Just make sure that you press the Order Sheets button. This is going to be important. I press the Order Sheets button. And Seth from the Testing Center said it's always good to print a couple spare pages, especially at the beginning of the semester, a couple spare bubble sheets. So I'm going to go ahead and press Order with 3 extra bubble sheets, just in case I have a student add late. It says that I've processed the order. I now need to go do that for the other 2 tests. I found that the best way to do that is to push right up here, the Akindi button. And now it'll take me back to that section I was in. I got to go to section. There we go. I've already ordered this. Now notice it says sheets ready to print. I'm going to do that also here for attempt number 2. Go back to section 1 and 4 and make sure that this is also ready to go. That's it. The Testing Center will now have your bubble sheet and your tests will be ready to go. So just remember, in summary, you need to create 3 Akindis. Call them attempt 1, attempt 2, and attempt 3. Then you need to create 3 TARs. Form A, Form B, Form C. If you need any help, feel free to contact me. Thanks for being patient as we work on getting this new system up and running. Thanks. Bye.